Much material, it's Corey. But we keep it short and sweet, just like me. Basically, little backstory. I've been with my fiance for going on 11 years now. We're still not married. Some people will call me their hero. I don't know. She has a prosthetic leg. She was born that way. It's natural to her. No big deal. I've been with her for so long. At this time, no big deal to me. One day, I got a new job. My boss and I are out back taking out the trash, and I'm just randomly complaining about things. And I said, you know, I hate it when we're just relaxing to get down into bed, and my fiance says, oh, can you go get me a glass of water? Fine. I get up, I go get the water myself. He says, what, your fucking leg broke? I look at him without even breaking a smile and said, well, once she takes it off for the night, she doesn't like to have to put it back on. He gets 18 shades of red. What? What are you saying? Look, well, she has a prosthetic leg. I didn't tell you. No, you didn't tell me that. So that was one of his most embarrassing moments. And then another time, at a different store I worked at, sitting around just shooting the shit with a couple of guys in the front of the store. It was a slow evening. And one of the guys was telling this story about an interview that he heard on the radio where it was some rap guy, and the DJ asked the rap guy, what's the craziest thing that happened to you since you've been on tour? And he said, well, I took this woman to bed, and she had to take her peg leg off before I got into bed with her. And it was crazy. She had a peg leg. And the guy keeps saying to me, peg leg, peg leg, peg leg. So I walk away to go help the customer. Meanwhile, my friend that was up there tells him, dude, his fiance has a prosthetic leg. Cut it out. And he's all kinds of embarrassed. So I walk back up, and of course, he's embarrassed. Oh my God, dude, I didn't know. I'm so sorry. Don't tell her that I told you this story. She's going to think I'm an asshole. I haven't met her. I'm like, well, you are an asshole, and I am going to tell her the story. So I go home and immediately tell her the story. And she's laughing, of course. She's like, okay, we totally have to play a prank on this guy. She's the coolest. So a few days later, we have her come into the store, and we're kind of busy at this point. I'm actually already helping another customer on the other side of the store. It's a shoe store, by the way. That's kind of an important detail that I forgot to mention. And so I'm like, Logan, go help her out, would you? So he goes over there. He's helping her for a minute, and he comes up to me, and he's like, hey, do we have a shoehorn? I said, no, we don't have a shoehorn. This is an athletic shoe store. What the hell does somebody need a shoehorn for? And he's like, she's got a peg leg. And I'm like, okay, no, we don't have a shoehorn. He's like, maybe you can go help her because you kind of have experience with this kind of thing. Well, dude, I got my own customer, you know, go deal with it, please. So he goes back over to her. She starts getting a little louder. Well, this is ridiculous. You need to cater to all types of customers. So finally he comes back over me. He's like, dude, I'll switch you customers. Please go back over there. So I go back over, and I'm standing here like this. He's facing me on the other side of the store. And she says something and then just pushes me as hard as she can against the wall. And that's when it clicks with him. Oh, nice to meet you, Tara. He just then got it. So, as I said, we've been together for a long time. Ever since we first got together, she's wanted to get a dog together. That's kind of an important milestone in a relationship. And I thought it for the longest time because she said she's allergic to larger dogs, manlier dogs, like a lab. I always picture myself as a lab type of guy. Well, we now have an 8-pound Yorkie. His name is Tonka, which I picked because it's an ironic name. And it's really hard to look manly when you're walking an 8-pound dog and you have to call him and say Tonka. And then the woman walks by the other side with her Siberian Husky, and he barks at the Siberian Husky as though he's going to do something. And when the Siberian Husky turns and looks at him, he runs, of course, directly in between my legs because although he likes to sound like a tough guy, he's actually smart enough to know that he isn't. So that's good. And that's about all I got for tonight. So, oh yeah. Thanks, Franco. Give it a round of applause. Give it up for Franco. Back.